Hey there everyone, hope you're doing great. Welcome to today's session, that is June 12, 2017, of the Daily Vocabulary Capsule from the Hindu Editorial. This will be presented by me, Abhishek TR, and here's a little information about me: an engineer, an IT guy, an officer in a PSU. I've cracked several government exams and I write extensively on Quora, and apart from that, I'm into books, dosas, treks, Coldplay, and Sherlock. Do follow me on Unacademy on this link to catch my latest courses. Alright, before we begin today, I want to make something very clear. This course is dedicated only to the Hindu editorial, the vocabulary that is found in 3 or 4 articles of the Hindu editorial. So there are no random vocabularies. This course is to make sure that you understand the editorial section thoroughly. Alright, let's begin for today. Trivia time. Alright, relate the picture with the word. What is this expression known as? What is this called? Swat, scoff, elicited, want. Do answer the answers in the comment section. Moving on, what are we looking at today? There are 2 articles in the editorial page. Pragmatic step, that is the new policy that the Kerala government has brought in for the liquor. And second one, Comey's case, that deals with the ex-director of the FBI. And in the other guys section, we will be starting with the new idioms part. Every day you will be learning 6 idioms that you can use in everyday conversations as well. Alright, into the vocabulary for today. First one being pragmatic. Pragmatic, a very common vocabulary that is used in everyday conversations and in articles as well, which means dealing with things sensibly and realistically, which simply means being practical about something. The scientist had a pragmatic approach to dealing with the water crisis. When a political party takes a decision, people analyze it by saying whether it's pragmatic or not. Abstinence. Abstinence is the act of not taking part in something. For example, abstinence from smoking is now mandatory on commercial airlines. If you make a decision that you will be staying away from something, you can simply use the word abstinence for it. For example, you will take abstinence from social media for a few days. How do you remember this word? Look at this girl smoking, so that is how you remember abstinence. Moving on, next one, bootlegging. Bootlegging was used in the article regarding the liquor policy. Bootlegging means to make, distribute, or sell alcoholic drink illegally. How do you remember this? The beer jug. Simple as that. The pirates were bootlegging their liquor to sell on at a profit. Next one, approbation. Approbation simply means approve. When the government takes a decision or a new policy is made, the word approbation is used extensively. For example, I need to write a powerful resume to gain approbation from the employer. Next one, fiasco. Fiasco. Fiasco is used in political sectors where the word political fiasco indicates that there has been a total disaster after the government has taken or has come into power. It simply means total disaster or failure. How do you remember that? A demolished building. That is what fiasco is. The president must accept some blame for this economic fiasco. An example to remember fiasco. Next one, purport. Purport simply means to imply something is true, although it most likely is false. It can also be known as somebody duping you or making you believe something that is false. To get your money, the psychic will purport she can talk to your deceased loved ones. We witnessed this kind of thing in movies, and how do you remember purport? Psychic. Somebody who's duping you and making you believe something that isn't true. A psychic. Holistic. Holistic is generally used along with the word saying holistic view of something. It means focused on the whole aspect of something. A 360-degree view on a particular subject. And how do you use it in a sentence? Rather than pointing fingers at various departments, we are going to review the store sales in a holistic manner. So you're looking at a particular issue from a 360-degree angle from all the sides. Next, credence. Credence is used in political articles, and that comes under international relations, which is usually the letter of credence. It simply means mental acceptance or as true or real. Since you have a history of lying, I find it difficult to give credence to anything you tell. It can also mean putting your belief in something. Look at this picture. This person is exchanging the letter of credence, saying that he has accepted something that the other person has said. Moving on, the last 2 words for today, predicament and contest. What is predicament? Look at this reaction, an embarrassed reaction when you say something that's really embarrassing in front of people, you can use the word predicament here. Predicament also means difficult or an unpleasant situation as well. Whenever I call my father, he always assumes I am in some type of predicament and in need of his help. In this point, predicament means a difficult situation. Remember this expression for predicament. Last word for today, contours, an outline representing or bounding the shape or form of something. Remember this form, the boundaries of this form, to remember the word contours. Or you can also remember the boundaries of the country. When you look at the map, the outline of the country can be referred to as contours. The contours of that dress make you look very attractive. Here contours mean the border of the dress. Alright, that's it for today's vocabulary section. In the other guys section, the first part of the super 6 idioms that you can use in everyday conversations. Mad as a hatter, very common one. It means to be completely insane. Your friend is mad as a hatter because of his impulsive decisions on the everyday basis. Piss poor, extremely. Piss simply means extremely here. To be extremely poor. Bite the bullet. It doesn't mean somebody's shooting a bullet and you're able to bite it. No, it means to do something unpleasant. Next one, carry your heart on your sleeve. It means to be very open and transparent. A person who carries their heart on their sleeve is someone who's very friendly and someone who is regarded as an open book. Another one, three sheets to the wind. Three sheets to the wind isn't something that you can take it in the literally sense. It means very drunk and walking unsteadily. Let's say your roommate is piss drunk and you can use the word he was three sheets to the wind last night. Last one for today, go doolally. Doolally means to go mad. The word itself indicates doolally, which has the vibe of going mad, so you can remember it that way. So to go mad. Alright guys, that's it for today. I'll see you in tomorrow's class. If do rate, review and recommend this course. If you got any suggestions, do drop it in the comment section. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care and bye bye.